All right, I believe we are as ready as we're gonna be, and I didn't really push this out to too many places, so I think I have a little bit of leeway at the beginning of this stream to do a little bit more prepping. I am tired. I don't know about you guys. I know it is Sunday, and I did push the stream back. Normally I would do this at say 9 in the morning or 9:30. Today we are doing this at 1 p.m. PST, so it's a little bit later than usual. I hope you guys don't mind. Hello! I'm gonna go ahead and pop on screen for just a moment to say hi, and then we're gonna have to minimize or move this screen so that we can go full screen with our actual Steam stuff, our gaming stuff, our Steam stuff, all the stuff. But I will try to keep it down here, so I can see if there are any comments left in the chat. So if I'm looking down, that's why. That was supposed to go full screen. I don't know what happened there. It didn't quite do it, but that's okay. Stranded Alien Dawn is the name of the game today. We are returning to our roots, and we are going to play a little bit of Stranded. The idea here being to download as many new mods as we feel comfortable with, and hopefully not break the game, but in case we do, y'all were warned, it was on the thumbnail, so what happens, happens. We're gonna go ahead and start by going to DLC and checking out what is available. We're gonna browse some DLC here. Hello, Pocolate. I hope you are having a great weekend. Good to see you, always a pleasure. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see, I might not even be in the right area, to be honest, for finding the mods. I'm that rusty. It has been that long since I have played this. I feel like I sound a little nasally too. Hopefully it's not so bad. Okay, let's see. Stranded Alien Dawn, right? Here's the page. And then there should be, I think it's Community Hub. If I head over here to Community, I believe that's where we find, somewhere in here is where we find those mods, those downloadable mods. Always a pleasure, says Pocolate. Thank you. We're gonna have a slow go with it this morning because my brain is pretty much, wow, look at this. Beautiful. I think he was having a meltdown right inside that snowman. Yeah. Actually, do you guys want to flip through these? Can we do that? Is that possible? I guess not. They're not like flippable. It just has the one. Somewhere in here though, I should be able to download some stuff. Our mod stuff. How are you doing? I hope it is starting, your May is going well, your summer is starting off well. It's starting to feel like summer here in Southern California. I mean, it feels close to summer all year round, but we do get a little bit of a chill in what passes for winter here. So we do feel the difference. There is a difference going from the winter months to the summer months here. It's just maybe not quite as drastic as in some other places. I really should have found, maybe store page. I really should have found the mods before I turned on the stream so I could at least be on the right page. I know you guys can't hear that, but I can hear it. Scheduled streams are tough sometimes because it's like, well, I'm really tired right now, but I had this scheduled, so I want to make sure I show up for it, you know? Workshop tab, I think, says Pocolate. Okay, well, now we just gotta find the workshop tab. We're in the game. Stranded Alien Dawn. Community Hub, I think, to workshop, right? Yeah, you're right. There we go. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Thank you, oh my gosh, thank you, Pocolate, for the help there. I definitely needed someone to help me connect the different strands of thought. It's going to be an interesting game for sure with my brain like working this poorly. All right, so what do we want? What don't we have? Oh, here's a fun one. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how it performs, but what I do know is I supplied the art for this one. So the modder is a member of my Discord community, and he DM'd me separately and asked if I could provide any artwork for for the description section of this mod that he created. And so this is what I supplied, and that's where it ended up. And now we have ourselves this relationship mod. So let's go ahead and we should go ahead and try it. I feel like my lipstick, everything is sticking to it right now. How do we, did I already, I guess I already did subscribe to it, so I should already have this one when I turn on the game and enable mods. So let's go back. We've got that one. Yay! Yeah, Puglate. You were right. You were right. Lightning Strike Overhaul. This mod adjusts lightning strike behavior to be more physically accurate. Bulky, pointed, or metallic objects are more likely to attract lightning strikes. Objects placed on higher ground have increased chance. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to add it. We're going to add it because the point of the game, the point of the stream is to overload on mods. So let's do it. There's a wood chipper. Let's see. Automates cutting wood into sticks. Absolutely. That is such a menial task that can get really annoying really fast in the game. Mobile war turrets. I feel like I never get that far, but we'll add it. We'll try it. What else do we got? Let's try most subscribed and see what we don't have. Beyond Stranded. Welcome to the Beyond Stranded mod, an overhaul of the game. The goal is to add longevity. Where's the rest of it? To add longevity. Here we go. To the game as well as further in-game content. Mod is not to be rescued, but rather to thrive on the new planet as you rebuild civilization and make a home for your colony. That sounds really cool. Like, that's the kind of game I want to play. Let's do that. Let's subscribe to this. Perfect. I have this one. I don't know if I have this one. I do now. We just subscribed. Puglati says, get the drones mod courier, everything for you. I know, right? I think they kind of already do. Let's see. Project X, what's that? This mod aims to expand on the base game of Stranded. Within the base game, you're limited by main objectives that strike you to a specific finish of your save. This aims to give you the utmost freedom, giving you continuity. I'm not sure what it means by that. Several hundred branches of playstyle. So a new scenario, moon, trade system, radio, and recruitment feature. That's interesting. No in-game objective, no win conditions. It's all about continuity. Oh, I see. So it's once you meet certain conditions, the game doesn't roll credits. You can continue playing with your long-term save. That, I could see why people would want that for sure. Get the drones mod courier. Oh, I already read that part. Is there something I didn't see that was available? Was that like a thing I missed? Let's go back. Let's see. So here we are. This is the first screen. We've got wood chipper, social control, lightning strike, mobile turrets of war, double beds. Yeah, double beds would be cool. More weapons. There's a flamethrower. I mean, who would say no to a flamethrower? What is this? Oh, it's another character. I'm not gonna download any characters that look like they were made with their their portraits were made with AI. Just on principle as an artist, I'm gonna avoid that. So if you're wondering why I'm just not clicking on certain ones, it's for that reason. Or it could be for that reason. There might be other reasons, but it could also be for that reason. I don't see what you're referring to when you say that the drone courier mod. I'll keep an eye out for it though. Improved lightning rod. Well, we just improved the lightning storm, so let's pick up this improved lightning rod to save ourselves from whatever havoc that's gonna wreak. And this, what is this? Novamech? Star 7-4 Lord Engineering Novamech. Combat mech for soldiers and not for farmers, you're welcome. So I honestly thought all the mechs were already combat mechs and not farming mechs. Interesting. I'm not sure about that one, but we'll keep going. I also don't know in 2 hours how far we're going to make it in gameplay for some of these late gameplay mods to come into effect on stream. Hello, Lunari. How are you? I'm going to see all 962. That's a lot. 906. That's almost 1,000 mods for this game. I would probably break the game or my computer if I downloaded all 962 of them. I feel like that would for sure result in me breaking something. Something would break. Polka says, I think you can filter character mods in search function. Search function? So filter by, okay. I don't really, okay, well, I haven't really given characters a chance. You wanted to try some new characters? Is that what I'm hearing? What about Alma here? What does it say about her? Where the art of medicine is loved, there is also love for humanity. Hippocrates. Wow. Can't fail a medical treatment. Always love that. Tries to calm others down regardless of her opinion of them. Has an increased chance of succeeding. Genetically enhanced supermotion ability. It reduces her needs due to genetic procedures. Well, we'll try her. Let's add Alma, the Geomod Combat Medic, to our cast of characters. And let's see, what else? Let's try... What are cheats? It's just called cheats. It enables the cheat menu with a key. I don't even have that key on my keyboard. I really don't. I have like this custom keyboard. I'm trying to get it up here. I'm gonna have to unplug it and plug it back in. This custom keyboard that my husband made. And that that key is not on here, so I don't even think I could use this if I tried. Unfortunately. I would love to see what's behind the curtain though, like what kind of cheat codes do they have? That would be great. Cheats enabled device basically. Yeah, I just don't have that's that one key that I don't have on my keyboard. Maybe I'll swap it out for a normal keyboard next time and we can try it out. Advanced electronics system? What's this? Advanced power, advanced lighting, advanced everything. Even storage is advanced? Yes, please. My storage is so not advanced typically in this game. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one and we'll discover what's new as we play. The grain silo, I think oops. Terra recovery. Oh yeah, actually I would really like this. That's always really bothered me. What about you guys? Like when I play this game and then you scavenge all of the metals from say the landing pod or just the fallen debris, and then the terrain ends up just staying like this as years pass in game and it never, like the grass never grows back. It just looks hideous. Subscribe. I definitely want terrain recovery because that has been a real point of it just wasn't very aesthetic, to be honest. I was always hoped that the grass would grow back or something. It was a little bit of a setback, design-wise. We have the big freezers already. We have the water and the shower and all of those mods already. I wonder if there's a way to sort by what I don't have. We'll take off, wait, show incompatible items? Why would I want to do that? Well, I have no incompatible items so far, so that's good. Let's try activities. What's activities? Beyond Stranded. I think we already downloaded Beyond Stranded. Maybe these are characters to go with it. Because, yeah, Beyond Stranded's up here. That was the first, like, the #1 downloaded item, the most subscribed. Yeah, so we already grabbed that one. Human run, I already did that. Actually, this looks like it's a little bit more specific. No, I have this one. See, subscribed already. All right. Pretty soon we're going to pop open the game and we're going to take a look. Is that a heavy, what is it you're saying here? A heavy memory load for terrain recovery? I certainly hope not. Project X Sci-Fi Expansion. Oh, look, you can have eggs. Did I already have this one? I do. I just haven't tried it yet because I haven't domesticated any birds yet. Irrigation and compost. Allows users to use water to irrigate fields. They get a growth bonus. Water mod is required. I think we do have the water mod, but I'm going to click on it just to make sure. We do. So we're good there. Luna Hari. Oh man, that's so hard to say for me. Lunaria. I hope I said that right. Some mods are just language adaptation for the mod. Got it. So that might explain why there were 2 Beyond Stranded. Yeah, okay, so it's showing it next to this flag, which would explain the different characters on the description box. Cool. So let's keep going. What's this? Project X Nebula? It just makes everything ghostly and green? Oh, I don't want that. I like color. I like having more than one color. Let's not do that. Skills Mastery Rewards. What kind of mastery rewards do you get? Skill bonus upon maxing out a level. Bug fixes for the Android character. Make sure you're either only using this mod or Jagged's, not both. Please thumb up and favorite if you enjoy the content. A related bonus trait. So I think, okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. They say after 3 months you get to, of having a max skill, then you can pick out a related trait to add to your character. Some mods are just language. Oh, I read that part. Sorry, I was rereading. Just making sure I'm not skipping anything. All right, cyberpunk weapons, armor, and buildings only. I wish there were more pictures, because that would be cool. All right, so there's obviously some conflicting. I'm seeing like more of these. Make sure you have this and not that. We have some conflicting mods here. I think when you get to like 1,000, that's bound to happen eventually. New skill lumbering. Add. All right. I think we're good. I think we have a decent amount of mods here because remember, I already started with like 40 or 50 already subscribed to. And then we added some more at the beginning of the stream. We've been going for about 20 minutes, 22 minutes. So we have 22 minutes worth of new mods to add to our gameplay. So let's go ahead and get started on the actual gameplay. We're gonna open this up. And actually, while we do that, I believe I should just close Steam in general. Now that the game is open, there we go. Because sometimes it gives me trouble with my streams, Steam and OBS software, or if it's not the OBS software, then it's the YouTube streaming system. Something there between the 3 of them does not want to work together nicely on half of the games I play, and it like tends to like mute my mic all the way down to like maybe 20-25% volume, and it makes my streams pretty much unwatchable. So if you ever are on a stream and I open up a game like this and my volume immediately cuts down to like a fraction of what it was, tell me right away in the chat so that I can see that. Otherwise, I'm wasting everyone's time by streaming a stream that nobody can hear. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our mods manager. I have it all turned off, so we're gonna turn them all on. We now have 49 installed, 49 enabled. I think only one of these was actually broken, and it's not that one. It's because I have two versions of the water mod, and one of them is broken. I've never actually done the fishing mod either. Like, I think we have it. Here, this one. I'm turning this one off because I'm pretty sure this one's the broken one. Alright, now we should be able to move forward. Hopefully, everything works out nicely for us. So, yeah. Are you guys, okay, close. Here we go. Are you both Stranded Alien Dawn players, or is that what happened during the Civ stream, says Poke Latte? Yes, that's exactly what happened during the Civ stream, and it was very frustrating. I just don't understand why these games come with a function that would mute somebody's mic. Like, at what point ever has anybody wanted that while playing a game? If you have a mic turned on, you want to be heard. This is ridiculous. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Lunari says Jagged's Taskmaster is great. It lets you customize tasks better when you have a lot of people. Interesting. Did I get that one? The Taskmaster? Before we load up a game, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check real quick. Let's make sure we got that one. So we're gonna open Steam back up real quick because we're gonna look for specifically that one. So, Stranded Alien Dawn. We'll go to the store page for it. Yep. Community, where was that at? Community Hub. And then Workshop. And we're gonna look that up. The exact same thing that Lunari said. So we're gonna search for Taskmaster. There it is. Alright, we're gonna subscribe to this. Came highly recommended. Okay, so now that we're subscribed, let's go back to Mod Manager. And let's make sure that we have this one. Hygiene's turned off for a reason. Alright, we're gonna make sure we're doing this right. So we're gonna exit and relaunch the game. Close. Alright, so we're going to, again, quit the game. And we're gonna relaunch it so that we make sure that we do have that mod that you specifically recommended. It would be just so frustrating to start a whole game and then that not be there. Okay. So, Stranded Alien Dawn, library, play. It's launching, and we're gonna close that. And now I think we're onto something. Okay, it's loading a lot slower, in my opinion. All right, Mod Manager. If we see anything that's not turned on, here, there it is. Okay, and then the only thing that should still be turned off is the spare hygiene thing. Yep. Okay, save. Sure, yeah, it can be called my mods. Okay, close. It is taking so long to go between screens now. My gosh. Okay, new game. Let's play... I think we should play Project X because that's new. Random sea or random location. Oh, there's a new moon. Well, we have to try that. There's actually, I feel like there's a lot. This is new. This is new and this is new. They're all new. Delta detector is seen as the mildest of moons. Radiated energy from it brings a wave of calmness across the wildlife of the nearby planet. This one... A new colony effort to take place on a nearby planet. We need you to assist us in building from the foundation of progress. Will be determined if the planet can sustain. So we don't know what this one does. We know this one brings chaos. I'm gonna go with Delta. We're gonna do it with the Delta Moon. Do you guys have any seeds? Any specific seeds you want to try? Let me know. We're gonna try... I mean, I'm gonna turn on most of these. We'll try Random Survivors just because that'll... Oh wait, no, we downloaded a new survivor. We gotta try that too. New Health Craze. Okay. I mean, we're turning on everything that's got like the new next to it. Oh, it won't let me. I have to pick, I think. I can pick Plague? No, I don't want to pick Plague. How do I get these to unlocks a new repeatable expedition. Okay. How do I get it? Maybe you have a limit to how many... Unlocks a new repeatable expedition. Okay, what about this one? Run for your life? Okay. We're gonna try the new expeditions thing. This. Mastery. I guess it turns off Big Family if you do one of these down here. Alright, well I clicked as many as it would let me, so we're gonna go with that. And real quick, I just want to check and see if you guys gave me any seed preferences. This is the curse of modding. The more you get, the more you want to install. Yeah. Yeah, it becomes... You get this insatiable curiosity, right? I think we should name our seed something to do with summer, because I'm like really feeling summertime right now. So summer, summer vacay. Let's, oh, that's vacay, vacay, summer vacay. That's what we're doing. Okay, next. So we have 2 new people in here. I don't know where Dimitri came from, but we're gonna get rid of all the usual suspects, and we're gonna only use new people. So Dimitri, Samira's new. Obviously this person's new. Amira's new. A lot of these are new. Maybe I should be a little bit more particular with who we're clicking on. There's like a huge new cast of characters here. I want this. The robot definitely. I don't want the ones that look like they're just AI art. This one looks like it could actually be a screenshot. It looks kind of like the originals of the game, a little bit, except they put them inside this thing. I played a year ago or more, says Pocolate. Time flies. It really does. I thought I played recently too, and then, you know, I look back at my channel, I'm like, when was the last time I played? And it actually was a lot longer ago than I thought. I don't know, I'm just gonna pick at random. This looks like a freaking zombie. Yana is a 78-year-old woman who has quite the insight into life, claims to be a seer. Previously a doctor before retiring. What this person is, what are their, okay, I need to look at the stats because these bios are just overwhelming me a little bit. Stats wise, she's interested in construction, cooking, crafting, farming is she's interested. She's incapable of hacking and healing. She has a decent physical. Okay, what about our robot friend here? 2 combat, 2 construction. He's cooking indifferent, understandably so. Healing indifferent, also understandably so. He is an android. He's a robot. Hacking, farming, crafting, physical. There's more skills. Okay. You can be good at trading? That's new. Okay. Alright, well, neither one of them are healers, so we need a healer. I feel like we downloaded somebody specifically for healing. I don't think it was her. There's a monkey? I mean, we gotta try the monkey, right? What do you do, sir? He's also not a healer. I feel like we definitely just downloaded somebody for healing, though. Like, the one that I picked up on my own that didn't get downloaded with another pack was a healer. Also not a healer. Not a healer. For all their pretty pictures, they seem to lack a lot of skills. This one's a farmer. And this one's interested in healing, but they kind of look like the same person. Healing 4. We can take Katie. I mean, we could try like an actual somebody that has like healing interested. That would be helpful. Healing interested. Okay, you guys, we have a full cast now. Pocolatte says, name it, Nova will carry us. Oh, does Nova normally carry your whole group? I mean, I could see that, though. I think it's happened to me in the past. I'm not sure if you missed it, but the Project X mod you have currently outdated. There's another one that's working properly. The Project X repaired. Be right back. Gotta take the dog out to pee. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you when you get back. Make a monkey-only colony. I think there was only one monkey, though. To make a monkey-only colony, I would have to have only one character. Hopefully, I got the right version of the Project X mod, then. I guess we'll find out. Fingers crossed. I just realized I cannot hear this game at all. What is going on? Well, the headphones are plugged into the right place. Maybe the game audio is down too low. Maybe my computer audio is down too low. Let me see what I can do about this. Bear with me. I could like switch to the standby screen, but I'm just gonna look in here. I mean, this was fine. I don't know what's going on then, because I can't hear anything on the game. Everything is lit up though on the bottom of the screen. Do you see that? Like, there's a new item in camping, a new item in farming. 1.2 insect nests are included in the restoration process for those nests that already exist on the map when the game is started. The Terrarian is generated based on the surroundings. It will require a new game and will not be triggered from old saves. Okay, well this is a new game, so I don't think that mod should be affected. This is our new moon, you guys. Look at this. Look at this super, super vibrant dark red. Why is somebody bleeding? My gosh. That's a first. I've never had somebody get injured coming off of the... Oh my goodness. Okay, pause. Stop a second. I've never had somebody get injured coming off of the landing pod. What did you do, Chi? What did you do? He's got a head injury? He's bleeding? How did that happen? He cracked his skull? When? It's not like it was the crash landing scenario. This is crazy. Crazy. Alright, well I think we're gonna have to lay down a bed then so he can lay down and get healed. So, sleeping cot pronto. We'll just like boom, 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 boom. How many do we have? 5? There we go, 5. Maria, if you don't mind, please construct these sleeping spots. I guess you can construct, like, I don't know. Ah! I canceled them. That was not my intent. We'll start over. This is fine. This is fine. Right, okay. She can construct the one while I try to lay down a few more. Alright, so he's gonna lay down. Who is our healer? I feel like it was her. Let's check your skills, madame. It is you. And she's on it. Good, good, good. So our blonde lady is already healing somebody. Good thing we went through all the trouble to find a healer. What a strange thing. We just have all this money out here too. Alright, we're gonna have to do some basic fortifications, like a typical start of game setup. And we might as well just get this out of the way now. So we're gonna do this. What happened to spinning these? How do I do that? It's not that key. It's not rotating the mouse. It's R. R for rotate, that makes sense. Except I need to do another one. There we go. Did I not? I forgot to rotate it. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get the hang of this. It's gonna be fine. They're gonna be trapped inside for a second. They really are. They're gonna be trapped inside, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna fix this, I promise. So we just rotate this, and the reason why we built this way, 2 reasons. 1, so there's an opening, and 2, how did she die? Guys, I'm like, they're 4 hours into being on this planet, and we already killed Chi. And by the way, Chi does not look like a monkey to me. I'm sorry, but this is not that picture. That was a bait and switch. That was absolutely bait and switch. That is not Chi. That is not the monkey. This was a lie. This was all a lie. Unequipped. We were lied to. Chi is not a monkey. That is unsat. This is unacceptable behavior. We do need some storage though. I don't know how much scrap metal we have left, but we're gonna try to make it last. We'll go that far. Hello, Ozald. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We are trying out a bunch of new mods. I don't know how compatible they are already. We've been lied to about Chi, this little monkey character who was very clearly not a monkey. Actually, now that we say that, I want to know, is the android at least an android? I mean, yeah, I can kind of see it. It looks nothing like the picture, but it looks like an android at least. Anna looks like she's supposed to... I don't know where this lady just went. I need to pause. People are just moving too fast. She kind of looks like her picture. What about you, Sarah? Sarah does not look like her picture. Just like Chi did not look like his picture. These pictures are lies. These pictures are lies. I have been lied to. The monkey scratched him. No, Chi is the monkey. Yeah, Chi is supposed to be the monkey. R.I.P. fake Chi, says Poco Latte. Yeah, yeah. R and T for rotate. Appreciate it. Thank you. I keep like clicking off of the screen because for whatever reason, every time I open my I click on the game, it moves the chat window off screen on my other screen, so I don't know. But I found a workaround, so we're good now. I do think we need to queue up some of the basics though. You guys know the drill. I don't love that this box is just sitting here. So I do think one of the mods is kind of breaking the game in a way, because this UI should not just be sitting here like this, only legible when I scroll over it. That's not great. It might be what our friend was talking about in the chat when they mentioned that I might have downloaded the outdated version of one of them and that there's like a fixed version. But we're gonna see how much more broken this is before we jump to solutions. So we need to queue some stuff up for... Oh, I guess we already know what this is. Well, that's nice and dandy. They come pre-educated on a lot of things that we would normally research. How nice for us. They know what all of that is. And they're all bringing in all of this stuff. That's good. I think what we're going to need to do is put some stockpiles out here too. So let's do that. Oh, and a safe, because apparently we're just like got money sitting on the ground. Storage, yeah. Stockpiles? Sure. Speaking of storage, there should be a lot more. Improvised drone, delivery zone, void storage. That's going to be interesting. And then the different sizes of fridges. I'm back, says Lunaria. Well, we noticed that this is broken over here. This UI box over here is broken. Chi was not a monkey. We were lied to, and Chi immediately died as well. There were, like, I don't know. Maria tried to heal Chi. Nothing happened. He just continued to bleed out, and then he died. I don't know what to say. Store here first for monies, and money should be the only thing that we get here. And then for these, we're gonna put do not store money because they should be in the safe. There we go. Problem solved. And then for these, we should really not be storing anything that's not construction material in the stockpiles. You guys know the drill. This is how it goes. All right, so we've got the setup going. I don't know how likely the wild animals are to attack in this scenario that we've selected, so we're gonna need some fences. I think it's kind of nice to look at what other new starred items we have here. So we have a food fabricator, 3D printer was modified, a fabricator for supply, converts energy into supplies, but what does it consume? Another and another. Okay, so we just got a lot of 3D printers basically going on back here. And we are down to only 4 survivors because one that we picked on aesthetics purely died. And he didn't even have the aesthetics that were advertised. Yeah, let's put a fence up before anything worse happens. Let's also put in here a source of water. I feel like that's gonna come in handy. And an improved lightning rod, because why wouldn't we want our lightning rod to be improved? We'll do that. Lighting and heating, it looks like everything here got tweaked. Leisure, we picked up a couple new leisure items. What is Project X over here? Decorations? Relay? Landing pad communications relay. A very interesting looking storage unit. We've got some terminals, some lights and power sources. This is all very interesting. We're gonna come around to that when we are a little bit further along in our technical abilities. Fortifications. Do we even have wood? We have 10 wood. We're gonna need a lot more wood. Or a lot more stone. Let's come over here and look at... I'm sorry, what? Butcher our survivors? I prefer not to. We're gonna mine the rocks. Okay. We're gonna harvest this because one of them is harvestable. And then we're gonna go in here and we're gonna pick up all of these like fallen logs, 30 of them, and we're gonna cut those. That's where we're gonna start. Peter Smith, hello! Good to see you and welcome back. We are streaming a little bit later today than usual. I tried joining Palia to help, but I was disappointed it's only on Series X. I'm still just playing on Xbox One X, and my laptop is broke, but I will join at some point. Yeah, let me know when you guys, when you join, and also if anybody else wants to join Palia. My last stream that I did earlier this week, I pinned a comment with the friend code to join, and let me know if you do, because then I can add you to my friends list, and that way we'll see each other when we're online, and we can like team up and join party and all of that stuff. I also still have the Xbox One too, but I haven't played in so long. I think the last time I played it was just to play Overwatch, to be honest, and I really do love Overwatch. For some reason, I just don't really get sick of it. Defenses, right. I keep getting so distracted. No, there was a valid reason for it. I remember now. We were distracted because we had to go and, you know, get some wood. We had to get some resources and stuff. I'm gonna build a really small, enclosure here for now. Just, you know, just for our immediate defensive needs. We'll put like the opening right here. Press Shift plus right click on the UI on the right. It should clear all. Shift plus right click. Oh, wait, a stranger approaches. Of course you're welcome to stay. You can have cheese bed. Okay, right click. Oh, it cleared it. Thank you so much, Lunaria. That was so good to know. Honestly, that's so good because that dark gray box was really annoying. Yeah, my guy, you can have cheese bed. I guess we should bury Chi. Somebody should bury Chi. No grave nearby. Okay, we gotta lay a gravestone first. Where is that found? It's found here. Okay. Let's pick a nice, pretty spot to bury our departed. We'll put over here. Yeah, there's where we can send this guy. And now we're gonna ask somebody to please, I guess we have to build the grave first. Oh, wait, there's always another step, you know? Just always another step. Construct grave. Let's do that first. She is dearly departed. And Nara's just joined. Why is he also not healthy? At least he's recovering. Maybe he was healed when he joined camp. I'm not sure. I must have missed that part. Alright, I am not sure what our management tab looks like right now, but let's take a look. So our activities are way more... Wow. You're right. These are so much more specific. Anna, are you the healer? You're not. And I think you don't know it's Sarah who has like absolutely no healing ability. You're all capable. Anybody who can should be willing to heal themselves. Rescuing's good. Construction, who are our construction folks? Alright, you could also join construction, although you seem to be our main researcher, so maybe I won't do that. This is so much more complex. You really gotta look really closely at who you're overloading. Like Sarah here and Nara's have everything checked. Like there's absolutely no specificity in Nara's to-dos. That's a little overwhelming, actually. I'm gonna click off of it for a second. What else? Housing's got like some new stuff in it. Let's take a look. Everything, should we build a house here? I feel like we should maybe build a house here. I'm gonna move this though. I wanna move you. Because I feel like that does not need to be inside. This will be fine out here. I would like to start with a base. Let's start with stone. I think we're doing a ton of mining. Maybe we'll start with a little stone base. Let's make it interesting. Let's go 4x8 this way. And then we copy. And we drag this out a little bit further. 3x5, we'll do a 3x6. Cool. And then we'll put our stairs here. Nice, nice, nice. I think so anyway. And our house can... Let's see. We're gonna do this a little bit more... We're gonna do rooms. We're gonna do them as walls so that we can pick what kind of roofing we want. We could do stone. We have a wooden fence. Since the whole fence is made of wood, I'm gonna go with stone for the house. Just so we have a little bit of mixed materials and everything doesn't look too samey, you know? Actually don't want that there. This will all make sense once it stops glowing pink and we can actually see what we're building. Doors. Do we get any new doors? Doesn't look like it. Nothing too fancy. We'll put a plank wood door here. And then let's pick out some windows, shall we? Do some cute little fixed windows here. That should let plenty of light in. And I think I need to do the interior walls before I put the windows anywhere else. Lunari says because right now everyone will be doing it all anyways, the task list will be great later in the game. That's a very good point. We don't have a super specific need right now. We do kind of just need all the menial tasks to get done, all the general setup to get done, and then once we have all that, we can worry about specificity later. Lock doors. Turn off lights while sleeping. Okay, yeah, all that makes sense to me. We can do that. Oh, right, but we wanted to also look at building roofs. So let's look at rooftops. I kind of would like to do purple leaf rooftops because I love the color. So I think we're going to need to harvest some of this purple leaf. So we're going to cut some of that down. I kind of appreciate everybody already knowing what everything is because it's making my life so much easier to not have to spend 10 days researching everything. Sharon, hello! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I use the animal stable to cover wedding arch. You can use camp torches or mushrooms to light it up. I do like the mushroom lights. I think those are really pretty. That's a good idea. Call it Maria's Chi Motel for Chi. R.I.P. Chi. Gone too soon. Did we actually bury the guy? No, you're just sleeping on top of him. That's unsad. Go bury him. Unacceptable, Sarah. Gosh. Like, that would traumatize me for life. I would have nightmares if there was just a dead guy laying in my cot. No, thank you. I don't know what kind of, like, mental fortitude Sarah has there, but it's just, there's something not right about that. Something very not right about that. Okay, so, right. We'll worry about roofs once we have harvested some purple leaf. What we do need to do is think about some indoor walls. So we're going to come back in here and grab not any of this. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Walls. And we were doing stone, right? So let's continue with the stone here. And then we can, oh, actually undo. That's cutting it a little too close. Can't make a hallway like that. Let's pick this up again. Walls, stone walls. And we'll go like that. All right, cool. And now divide these into separate rooms. Pogalatte says Sarah sees Chi as just another pillow. Yeah, it kind of came across that way, and I was just not really down with that. I think that there was something incredibly unsettling about that behavior. I think that maybe we should keep an eye on her, because something about that just wasn't really, it just didn't seem quite right, you know? It was a little concerning. I know that they want privacy, but I kind of want to do doorways because there's so much better temperature regulation when you do like these open doorways. So maybe we'll just do that, and then we'll put the beds on the opposite end. Oh, I only made 3 rooms. Well, this house isn't big enough. Maybe if I add stairs, we can do a second story. It's because I built such a tiny little like fortification just to get us started. Speaking of fortifications, we need some more defenses. We need defense towers. So let's rotate you. And we'll stick you here. We'll stick one here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. We'll stick one here. And we'll do the same thing on this end. And we'll just rotate and stick one there. That should do it. Now we have a room to shoot from. I don't even know if anybody is actually armed. Let's find out. Here we go, in inventory. Is there an... We have weapons. No, Chi's rifle. Well, go ahead and Anya, take Chi's rifle. You're armed. You are not. You are not. And you cannot be. You're incapable of combat. Alright, well I guess we ran out of weapons at just the right place then. Peter Smith, I'm still yet to win a game, but I'm doing quite well in the latest one I'm playing, and I've built what I'm hoping will be a decent defense system almost. I always neglect defenses till too late. Oh, that's awesome! I'm glad that you're getting a really solid playthrough going. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to like... well, let me say this. It's very easy to get distracted when playing this game by like, you're like, oh, I want to work on this specific thing, and next thing you know, like a couple days have gone by and you were not prepared in some other way that you needed to be. So I completely understand. I can definitely relate to that. We have all of these buttermelons now that we're not using because we haven't given ourselves a way to like cook them or anything. So maybe I should do something about that. Let's start with a campfire. And we'll stick it, I mean, it's a stone house, so I feel safe sticking a fire that close to it. We'll do that. We haven't even explored our seed, you guys. And I honestly didn't even give any attention to this, and I feel bad about it now because we are right next to this cute little lagoon. We got like a nice little like ravine, a little lagoon, and if we are willing to go down the hill, there's a whole big freaking lake here. Look at the mist on the lake. This place is beautiful. I was so eager to check out what the new mods were gonna bring to the table that I didn't even move away from our crash site or our landing site to check out what else we got. This seed is Summer Tack Vacay, all caps, and it landed us in a really nice spot. Like, this is amazing. It's very cool. And we have ourselves some stuff we can scavenge here. We've got some driftwood we can chop. Driftwood tends to, oh, can we harvest the green cob? Yeah, we can. Driftwood tends to yield a decent amount of wood without having to cut down any actual trees. What other resources do we not already have or haven't already found though? We can make T-balls or T-ball drinks or tea out of these plants, these T-ball plants. I don't want to like queue up a bunch of stuff that's like huge walking distance though. This little plateau is nice though. We do have ourselves a nice vantage point here. Like, this is like being at the top of the hill looking out. Yeah, looking out at the lake. Like, this is prime real estate in my opinion. I'm here for it. We could do a little tiny resort here, or just like a, oops, I did not mean to select the trees. I meant the fallen trees. This looks so like something we could be harvesting. Blade grass? Green cobs? Yeah, let's harvest those. Blade grass, I'm not sure what it's for, but we'll grab some while it's turning to that color. Remembering the dead. Death, says Sarah, who was sleeping on the corpse. Sure, yeah, I believe your sincerity. Death has been our constant shadow ever since we crash landed on this planet. Sometimes we barely visible, sometimes all too real. We wish to honor our fallen fellows and remember our loved ones whose graves lay scattered across the universe. We can gather at the graveyard at 1500 today. Yeah, sure, go for it. That's the first time I've seen that. I wonder if that's mod related or if that's something... Maybe it's always been there and I just failed to notice. I like to think I do a decent job keeping my characters alive most of the time. Oh, look, a sausage plant. Hint, scavenge. Yeah, thanks. I'm aware. Only been playing this game for a very long time. It's fine. I do forget sometimes, though. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do forget. We can be, like... silicon deposits. We can be mining that. Lightning strike chance. Let's... hope everybody stays close to base then. And they didn't even build the lightning rod yet. Can we like focus here? We're missing resources. Okay, what are we missing? Scrap metal. Okay, well we need somebody scavenging then. Scrap metal. I mean, at this point it doesn't matter where they stand, except for inside. Inside's the only thing that's gonna protect them. No, 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 don't do that. Don't cut the sausage palm. Scavenge the spaceship, thank you. I will send our android friend out there to do that. Our house has no roof, so yeah, going to sleep here is really their best shot. It's even this, there's no roof on it. And there's no roof on it because I was planning on doing some stairs, and I forgot, so let's just get back to that. Speaking of getting distracted, right? Pocolate, Chi has been given us guns and celebrations even after his passing. Yeah, Lunaria says, we lost my pillow, let's honor him. Right, that's what Sarah's really saying. Sarah's a creep. She's such a creep. Stairs. We were looking for stairs, right? Yes. So I wonder, should I do like actual stairs? Or I think maybe a ladder, considering how small this space really is. Obstructed access, why though? There's no roof. Oh, there's no roof. Of course. You gotta actually put a ceiling so that there's a floor for them to go to. Alright, so stone ceiling. We'll do that there. And we'll do another one across the other part. Oh, I gotta do this in 3 parts now. Something just got struck. I think it might actually be this shelter here. And then right, more stone. There we go. So I've queued up some ceilings, so maybe now I'll be able to do a ladder. Yeah, now we can do a ladder. Now we have ladder privileges. That's good. I would like to stick it here. And then let's go up a floor, right? Like if we want to build up here, we're gonna need not a room. That defeats the purpose. We wanted custom ceilings. We're gonna need walls. So, and I'll make a little balcony. How's that sound? I think that would be great. There we go. And then this area can end up being a balcony. So we'll get like a little fence. Yeah. We'll do purple leaf for the cool little banners. And then I think, what's the button you hit? Is it V, C, T? Oh, it's right over here. To snap it, F to snap to the corner. There we go. See, if I just read the little thing right up on screen for me, make this a lot easier. And then, yeah, we'll just need another door to get them back outside to this little cute balcony space. We'll stick it right there. See, our little home is gonna be really cute. Bugalatte says giving. Is it giving? It's giving. I appreciate that. I hope so. We're trying. We want it to be giving. Alright, now that we have this extra space up here, I think it's okay to start adding a roof. And what shape do we want? I think for this, we want to be... I want it to like slope this way, and it's not stacking it where I want it to. So I gotta wait until this is built. These walls are built, I guess, to attach the roof. Small steps. This, you probably can't even get to this. This is probably a waste. Let's close this back up. Which is probably also true on this side. There we go. And we just have the 2 towers over here then, I guess, for defense. So hopefully we only get attacked on that side, I suppose. Peter says, one thing I'm unsure about is, do the turrets have to be on a platform to fire over defensive walls? The walls look too tall otherwise. I'm currently trying to place them next to fences instead of walls. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've always kind of put them on the roof of at least like a 1-story building, but that's just because I like to keep a small footprint as far as like how wide I'm making my bases. I don't like to have to fence in a great deal of territory. So I usually try to like, I don't know, set them on a roof somewhere. But if you find out, let us know. If it does shoot through walls, let us know. Is this such like a super minor, like really small, and there's no like roof over this? I feel like we could provide a ceiling. We'll do a scrap metal ceiling over these. Except it won't allow me because these are already there. That's such a shame. Might have to empty and deconstruct these just so that I can build a shelter for them to go in. Actually, we're gonna empty and deconstruct those, yes, but we're gonna bring them inside because all of these cots could go. We're gonna bring them under. We're gonna bring them in the shed, right? We're gonna bring them inside the shed. Because all of these cots could technically go inside the house. How do I get back downstairs? Because this organs thing is covering up. Oh, okay, we're fine, we're fine. I'm gonna stick this here. Okay. Roof off, thank you. I think that's the one I just moved, and then we're gonna move this one here like this. We'll move this one. Sorry, y'all aren't getting your own rooms. For some of you, you're gonna be sharing at first. That one, and then lastly this one. Okay. Only this guy. Who is it? Is it Sarah? Of course it's Sarah. Nobody wants to sleep with Sarah after what she did. Sarah is in a room by herself. Lunaria, what are your focus on this run? To get as many people as possible on the colony? I think so, because I feel like that was the major mod that we added, was the one that's just supposed to be like actually build and expand and develop a true colony. We did already get Naras as a walk-on. If we could actually create a thriving colony with as many characters as possible, that would be a first for me in this game, which is also kind of like something I always want to do when I play this, because it just has like the potential there. It's just like, it's like intuitive, you know, you just want to when you play this. Peter says, this is one of my problems. I'm getting a bit greedy with the size of the land within my base, so my walls take forever. Yeah, it's a struggle, because I always want to build out too, but then I'm like, do I really want to wall that in? Or if I start building like separate little walls everywhere, they become like these little disconjointed puzzle pieces, and I'm like, that doesn't look good either. So, yeah, it's kind of, it's a pick and choose situation. Mostly I kind of, with this run through, I want to find out what some more of these mods will do, which always the trouble with that is in early gameplay, you're not really going to see a lot of that because you got to go through the standard rigor of just setting up your basic needs, like setting up for your basic needs. Also, we have this fireplace here and we haven't queued up any foods, so let's do that. Quick recipes, we've got the grain porridge. Oh, we have the means for hay sausage? Well then yeah, let's always have at least 2 of those in stock. Scotch eggs is an option, omelets is an option. Oh, I could go for an omelet. An omelet sounds so good. Yeah, we're gonna have to find those birds and start harvesting some eggs, because that would be a really nice addition. Oh, we gotta get those little T-ball things, the little orange ones we pointed out over here. Dandelion trees, let's harvest those, and then we can queue up tea. We can have like tea constantly on rotation, which is good. It's a little stimulant. Lunari says, at Peter Smith, I don't know that if you put walls, you have to put turrets on top of them. Okay, so that sounds like that's the answer. A stranger approaches! How about that? I fended off as best as I could. Of course you are welcome to stay. I'm gonna need to finish the upstairs though to make room for this new person. Also, I wanted to make this main space, the communal space, so like kitchen, living room stuff, or at least kitchen, dining room stuff, but we're gonna need, I just realized, a floor. Because if you don't put in a floor, they get really annoyed at you. They like call it cave dwelling. So we'll put like a little tile floor in there, and then for the bedrooms, we'll do skin bark to make this like carpet kind of pattern. And then we'll just need to do a little bit more to get the rest of this room here. There we go. And lighting. There's no lighting in here either. Wow, they really are cave dwelling at this point. The ranching icon keeps going off, like it's like glowing. So I want to take a look at what we got going on here. It looks like if I want to use this space over here, I'm going to need to move this back. So we'll do that. And then I can get this. Maria is cutting. How about instead you move this, please? And we'll go to ranching. We'll grab this. We'll use the purple leaf. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Oops, too many rotates. There we go. Once she moves it, there we go. Cool, so we'll do this. Perfect. That's what I want. I want that there for now. Let's check out our second story here. Observation, the mushrooms. I do want the mushrooms for lighting purposes. I didn't see any around though. Like the T-balls are glowing. These are ready for harvest. People are doing fireworks outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know why. They just randomly do that sometimes. So I guess they maybe purchased too many for New Year's, or they're like too impatient for 4th of July. I'm not sure. But Peter says, I have tried building platforms behind my walls to put them on. I'm hoping that works. I hope it works too. I feel like that should work. I guess we'll find out. I think maybe I went too far away from camp. Let's maybe rotate and look the other way. We're harvesting down here, so maybe we can find some of the orange crops out here. If not, maybe I'll be able to like just plant some, since I seem to know what everything is already anyway. We do have this, and we do love ourselves some sweet syrups. That like lasts a long time, and they'll just eat it raw and be fine with it, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if it'll allow me to like actually just plant them. That'd be kind of cool if we could. Let's try farming. Edible. Man, everything's available. It's like all unlocked. Alright, glitter caps. This is what we need. We need some glitter caps. I'm gonna start like a glitter cap patch right here. Man, how convenient to not have to research anything. I'm really happy with that. That's just so beneficial. We'll skip a line because we know that if we get the blight, it spreads if you make these two things touch. Plenty of sausage palms around to harvest from. Heptagonia, we'll try putting a few of these closer by. 25% growth though. That's not great growth here. Maybe if I try to put them over closer to the rocks. %, still. Yeah, not seeing great Heptagonia growth over here. Maybe we'll not plant that right now. But there's plenty of, I mean, we're in the jungle, right? So there's always going to be lots of resources nearby to harvest from. It's just how far are we willing to travel to go harvest those things is the real question. Cloth blossom would be nice. It would be really nice to have some of this just ready. I don't know that barrel cactus will grow well here. Huh. Looks like it will. Looks like we can get a pretty decent barrel cactus out of this. So maybe we'll try that. And at some point, I do plan to ranch something. I would like to ranch those birds, you know, to get the feathers and to get the eggs. So maybe we could turn this into like a little bird pen. I don't know what size nest or... Do you guys know when it comes to ranching what size animal spot is fit for them? Do they work? Do the birds fit on the small ones, or do they need the large ones? Peter Smith, Polka, am I the cheater you referred to? Pocalachi says, tell Peter the cheater never wins. I think she means our quickly deceased Chi. Is Peter, do we have a Peter in our group? Peter's the new guy. This is the new guy, Peter. He's got your namesake. I forgot that we actually added Peter. Peter doesn't have a bed yet. Poor Peter. Maybe he needs a bed. We'll add one more camping spot up here. I don't know. He's gonna live up here by himself for now. Rotate, rotate. Yeah, that's your bed, Peter. So, get used to that, I guess. We could actually start putting some kitchen stuff in here. I think that might be beneficial. Sanitation, we haven't built a pump yet. We haven't even built our lightning rod yet. What material are we missing? I think somebody needs to this is where we start realizing what we don't have, and we go in here to manage and actually make it somebody's job. Like, somebody needs to be, either Peter or Naras need to make #1 scavenging. And either one of them. Honestly, how about both of you? Both of you can be #1 on scavenging. Because we need resources. We do not have resources to build some basic stuff. And we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to make that work, make that happen. Copy this, put them inside, and then once we have these inside, they can actually move the rest of the resources into the shed, into, or out of the weather so that they'll last longer. I really want the shroom torches. We don't have any shrooms yet. But at least we're able to farm them without having to find them first. That's super duper convenient. We're gonna copy this fence and we're gonna just bring it right along behind the back of this. And I think here to here we'll connect them, yeah. Grab one of these, we're gonna copy that too. Stick it there. I hope that's wide enough for animals to get through. Maybe it's not. Maybe we'll do the other side. Just in case we want to have some larger livestock, we'll put this on the other side. Yeah, sure. There's good, I guess. Maybe in between here we can create like a little gate. I think that would work so we can get in between each of them. Just a little fence door like this one. Yeah. That should do it, I think. Take extra care of Peter. It might be like a voodoo doll to me. Okay, we'll be super careful with Peter. He's out here scavenging right now, but we'll make sure we're treating him with the utmost of care. We've got all these resources here that are just going to waste. We need to make sure that we're doing something about that. And I think if we're gonna have livestock back here, we're gonna need, what's the thing I'm thinking of? Can I fit 2 of these in here? Just curious. I can. Can people walk around it? That part I don't know. I don't know if they can do that. We'll find out. But we can make this too deep. Of course, then that means this part is too short. We're gonna cancel all of those, and then these, we're gonna delete them. Because this is gonna have to go out further in order for this to make sense for livestock. And actually, we're gonna cancel this. We're gonna put it side by side. That's my new decision. That's what we're gonna do. So they have more room to rove, and we don't gotta worry about the large ones not being able to turn the corner. Okay, so now that this is a little bit more even, I'm going to try to center this door a bit better. That's good. We'll do that. Alright, cool. See, this is how I expand. I have my safety zone right here. We're safe in here in case of any imminent attacks. And then we expand out and we just put like a little door in between these contained, they're like pods, you know, we got these little contained pods for each of these things. And then this guy, I suppose, can go back over here now, next to the farmlands. So I'm hoping, you see how like we like ruined the grass by moving this, and we ruined the grass by putting it out here too. I'm hoping with that new mod, this will recover over time, and we'll see the grass reseed in this area. Pocalate, make sure you get a good pension and benefits for Peter. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to secure that when he makes his deal, when he joined the colony as the walk-in. Okay, I do keep forgetting that I want to turn this into proper kitchen, so let's try to do that. Let's do this kind of a cook stove, I think. Sure, we'll put it there, because I think that's not affecting... It's gonna come out of, like, you know, the balcony a little bit, but that's fine. We'll go down a level. Light. There we go. And, light and heat. We don't have a fireplace, but we could have a fireplace. Here. So we have kitchen, stove, fireplace. We need a fridge. Production. Do we have to research fridges, or do they just give them to us? Let's go to storage. They just give it to us. That's so nice. It's just there. It's already established. It's already a done deal. We just have to find the material to build it. So we have our stove, our wood-burning stove, our refrigerator, which is going to need electricity, which means we're going to need to create a power grid. To do that, we're going to need power lines. Okay, that will go here. And I don't know, how do we want to build power? What kind of a generator do we have? We only have lightning rods right now, and we don't even have that. We don't have the means to make any of this other stuff. Do we have the ability to do trade? I don't know. Let's add compost. We've got some new things we can do here in our research category. Let's add wood chippers, compost. Biofuel reactor, extraction technology, yes. All of those things. I don't know what some of this stuff is. I don't know what any of these breakthroughs are. Advanced weaponry, fire bow, poison bow, paralyzed dart gun, bleed gun recipe, a laboratory fridge, desk, and galactic tools. These include tactical mask, medical kit, cyber pendant, info tablet, the whole list. Pokelatte, make sure you get a good... I already read that part. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I reread out loud before I realize that I've already read something. Hey buddy, come here. You guys want to meet my boy? This is my baby shrimp. Hello shrimp, say hello. There you go. Can you say hi? He does not. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Sweet boy. Come here. I think he's gonna hang out with us for a minute. And then he'll probably run off because he's a cat and that's one of the things he likes to do. My other two cats might actually hang for a while, though. They like to get in some cuddles and some lap kitty time when I'm at my desk. But this one's a little bit more active. He doesn't want to be locked down for too long. Alright, let's see. It looks to me like we've moved the stockpiles all inside. That's good. Don't actually like having the numbers pop up, so we're going to disable that. Oh, he's going to try to get on the desk. I would really rather you didn't do that. Hey, baby. Peter says it's a different experience for me now because we have a Peter. He's sleeping, though. I think he's sleeping upstairs, too. Yeah, he is. He's upstairs in the spare cot. He's got the whole second floor to himself right now. Pogate says, you know this is more like Amazon facility than an IKEA warehouse because there are no beds, tables, or chairs. Yeah, I'm trying to fix that. I'm just so easily distracted. I'm so distracted. I'm trying to get us more material to build, I don't know, like our some of our basic needs still. We still don't have the means to build these lightning rods because we need... So I'm gonna put this do not construct on the fridge and the stove yet. I want the materials to be going into this lightning rod first. We really need that. What is this? The stone fireplace? That's fine. We can construct that. That's fine. Hint, research. Yeah, I think you need a desk to do research, and I did not build a desk yet. I think that's what it's telling me. Production, workbench, tailor bench, soldering bench. I think science. There we go. Research desk is in science. So let's grab one of these. Well, actually, this can be something we put on the second floor. So let's move this upstairs. Yeah, here's good. This is good. And then we'll actually start walling off some of this other stuff over here. Let's put another door right here. And Peter, if you would like, we can move your bed. Not while you're sitting on it, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna move this in here. Yeah, so we'll do... Actually, see, I did the same thing first downstairs as well, and it does not behoove me to put this wall right here, because then we can't access, like, you have to go through a room to get to another room, and we don't want that. So if we want to build a wall, we need a hall here. So to create a hallway, we're going to do that. This whole space becomes kind of wasted space, but we'll deal. Just give me a minute and we'll deal. He's going to have to move his bed. Peter? Yeah, he's already doing it. Okay. Once he does that, then he can actually go back to sleep if he wants. And we'll put the research desk here instead of there. That just makes more sense. We do need a door, though. We need a couple of doors. So we'll copy this. Stick a door here. And a door here. And we'll make another wall here. So two larger, much larger rooms upstairs. No windows. Let's fix that. Especially in this hallway, I feel like we need a really tall window here to deal with the fact that this hallway is just really, really dreadful. Alright, some regular windows now. Put that there, here, here, and there. So now they're kind of like parallel, you know? One more here. And I can't do that downstairs because there is a... It doesn't make sense to put that there behind that. You know, behind the chimney coming out. Do we have a roof yet? I feel like the answer is still no. So let's make one. Let's finally make one. Let's see what we got. Homes, roofs, purple leaf, obviously, I do want that. Why isn't it going to the second floor, though, is what I don't understand. Like, why not... Why is it not building the roof? Like, if I just pick a normal one, would it go across or something? Why is it fighting me? I just want to put the roof on. Maybe I have to put the ceiling first and then the roof. I think that's what it is. See, I'm always trying to skip steps. I'm always skipping a step. Oops. And it's just not benefiting me to skip these steps. So, stone ceiling, good. Okay. Stone ceiling at one more time from this side. There. Now I should be able to do a roof. Honestly, I think that's all it needed. I think I made this overly complicated for nothing. Okay, we'll put that there like that. And then since that's queuing up to like a slant, maybe we want to have something like this. Trying to understand how this would work. Think like this. Yeah. There we have it. That's gonna be our roof. I don't know what's going on here. I guess the ladder just continues to go outside for some reason. I wish it would not, because that's going to be a huge issue. Okay. Hopefully just the second ladder is going to be abolished and not the ground floor ladder. Guess we'll find out in a minute. He's deconstructing ladder. If we go down a floor, it looks like this one stays on the bottom floor, which is what we want. Good, good, good. Now let's go back up. We'll copy this and just stick it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna make it stupid complicated. We have stone ceiling, good. Copy this. We just wanna add I think it's gonna need to do it all again. Okay, maybe if I... Sometimes you really just gotta finagle with it, you know? I might have made it worse. Stone ceiling. Let's try this again. Grab ceiling stone. Yes, good. Grab this. Oh my gosh. I think I have to redo this wing of the ceiling in order to make this work. Do you guys ever run into this? Are you ever like just having to manually recreate the same thing because of such a small little like singular unit issue? But I think I did it, look! So now that the second ladder's gone, we can actually close up our ceiling, which is good, because that's definitely going to be an issue when it comes to insulation and being able to retain any type of temperature control. Petersmith says, Lunaria, that sounds a better way, I bet, but I'd maybe have to see it to know what to do. I missed what it was that Lunaria suggested. Looking like puzzle pieces. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Wow, we went really far. Actually, are there any birds this way? Because that would be nice. I would really like to find the birds and do the nesting with the birds thing. Or silicone rocks. We can mine those too. We've got plenty of mining queued up, I think. I just want to find those, like, not the birds that are flying, not like that was flying over here, not this that's flying over here. You know what I mean? Like the ones that have little nest and that you can tame those ones. I don't know why I'm queuing up so much stuff we don't need, but that's a thing I'm apparently doing now, so yeah. I'm looking for the birds, by the way, in case we're unsure what I'm doing. I'm on a bird hunt. I don't know, truthfully, if they're even in this region, if they're like in the Sobrius region or not. I'm just kind of hoping that I'll find one here, because it sounds like fun to make eggs, but they might only be in the classic region. They're all running somewhere though. I think to harvest those T-balls, to be honest. I think that's what's up. Let's go down a floor. There we go, and it looks like our fireplace is not built yet, that's fine. But we can do... I think at some point one of the rooms upstairs we could turn into a bathroom. Like we have all the things we need mod-wise to create a fully functioning bathroom. But right now I'm just trying to get past the whole creating a fully functioning kitchen part. And it's tripping me up for some reason. I'm like having a struggle with this right now. Let's copy this window. Put one here. Spin this around and we'll stick one I think on each of these walls like that. So we seem to have an uneven number, but that's okay. Because on the outside, at least, it'll look balanced going across. Right, that's my big plan. That's my big plan for right now. What else do we need to do though? I feel like Pokolacte says with a 15% that your driver drives off with your order, there should be a DoorDash mod to order birds. Oh, 15% chance, yeah. Yeah, can you imagine? I mean, if you're building a whole colony center and you develop your own delivery system, then yeah, you've pretty much covered your bases if it's that nuanced. If you are able to get down into the nitty-gritty to that extreme, that you're creating whole industries inside of your game outside of like typical farming and like construction. We do have all of these sausage palms, but I feel like we weren't given any recipes to queue up for the sausage palm, and that's a little bit disappointing. I think I have to wait until we get more of the kitchen put together. But we do have a couple more options here, so we'll do that. So we should have, well, we have so much food. Most of it is emergency rations though. It's not actually a ton of like cooked meals or made meals. So I don't want to get too comfortable with the food situation because it looks like we don't actually have that much. And the farming is going to take a while to grow, but there's plenty to harvest in the meantime, in my personal opinion. These tea balls could be making tea though, even on this fireplace, I think. Hot drink. We have the means to make coffee and tea now. That's good. Make sure that there's always 5 of each. And that way anybody who wants some can have some. That queue should just stay busy, except I don't think anybody's prioritizing cooking. I don't know how we managed to get 2 porridges at one point. Let's see, who can we have do this? Sarah, maybe? Let's see who's good at cooking. Where is the cooking? It's down here. Sarah's a 2, Anya's interested, and she's a 5, so we're gonna make this her number 1. Cooking is gonna become her new thing. Grilling, if the grilling option exists. Baking, if that exists. Since we're breaking the cooking out into those branches, we'll put her number 1 for all of those branches. Also, we haven't saved yet. Let's save game before we lose this. We're gonna call this mod maxing 2. And yeah, colony trade chips. I guess you can trade in this play mode, this new play mode. Pokolacte is like a tea. I could go for some tea. I think I'm just hungry in general. I could go for like a meal break after this game for sure. Like once I'm off stream, off camera, off the computer, all of that. What do we have that we could trade though? We seem to have a lot of buttermelon, but they don't want any. They're not buying. The only thing that they're buying that we're selling is fuel, and I don't even know if we want to do that because I don't know how much fuel we have. Or if we'll need it for anything. Well, we have money. We have 60k. We could be buying stuff. What do we want? I don't know that they have anything we want either. Except maybe this. We could really use some metal alloys. Let's top up on some of these. I think that's a good deal. Let's do that. Somebody's got to put the money in the trade ship, but then we should be... She's researching. I'll have her do it. She can load the trading pod. Then we should have the alloys to hopefully build some of the things that we are behind on building. And I can remark these for construction because it looks like we have our lightning rod now. Finally. We finally have our lightning rod. Maybe finally we will get struck by lightning. Call it Peter's Voodoo Simulator. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble for that. But we know. We know. For those who know, you know. Uh-oh, signs of civilization. We'll keep an eye out for it. Clouds of smoke through the treetops. I guess we should be building ourselves a hot air balloon, but we don't have the material that we need for it. Maybe I should have bought some of that too, some fabrics. Maybe when it comes back down, I'll still be able to do another trade run. We'll buy some fabrics and build our balloon. The goal is to buff up our civilization. We need more bodies, so we'll send the balloon out as soon as we can build it. Yeah. Oh, you know what I haven't done is check people what they're willing to eat raw, which should be virtually nothing except for for the sweet syrups. I'm fine with them eating that raw. That's fine. And there we go. This is taking a while to come back down. We'll put it on 2-speed. I want to get that material so we can build this this balloon. We gotta build the balloon. So let's trade again. This time we want leathers. Sure, veggie leather's good. Any kind of fabrics. I think it's just these two. So let's make sure we're buying enough. I hope that's enough. 100, I think 100 fabric should be enough for the balloon. Can't trade no fuel, but I didn't even trade my fuel. Oh, we gotta... Can we refuel? Refuel. Yeah, we'll be fine. We just gotta refuel. Good thing we didn't sell the fuel. Ugh, then we would really be in a tough spot. And it was like asking me to sell the fuel too. No sir. Not doing that. This has been such a tame run so far, to be honest. Minus the start. The start was pretty hectic. Chi dying immediately for no reason, because we didn't even crash land. That was pretty hectic. Like, there was no reason for that. That came out of nowhere. Feel like, yeah, we could harvest some more of these. Oh, what? There's glitter caps over here? Let's harvest them. Make that happen. Thank you, please. And yeah, is this house almost done being built? Let's check out. I mean, we still got some work to do here. Why is there a roof tile on this? I don't want the roof tile here. That was never the plan. That is like a really tall roof. You could really do some extra stuff up here with this little attic space. But we're just going to have to do that in our heads. It's going to have to be headcanon that they can access this attic space up here, maybe for storage or personal effects or something. I don't know. By the way, I haven't seen any of the, what are they, Koju birds? I haven't seen them. Do you guys know if those birds live in this region, the Saltu region? I said Subrius before, I meant Saltu. Here are some more of these, by the way. We can harvest some glitter caps. There's a lot of glitter caps out this way. We will harvest them all. Oh, there's the answer. There's the answer. There's the bird. There's the bird. Can we tame it? Does anybody have the taming ability? Do I have to research the taming ability? Wait, do I really gotta do that? Oh no. Here they are though. Not that, but this, the Koju. This bird, the Goju. My bad. The Goju bird. Yes. Okay, they are up here. I see 2 of them. Here's another one. Okay. Okay, we have our answer. The birds are here. So yeah, we want to be able to tame them? Do I need to research taming? Oh look, battle drones. Baked goods, that's cute. What about, though, I want to know, is taming already, is it already in our, yeah, animal taming's already in our thing. So who's going to be my animal tamer? Who's got the skill? The farming skill. You have a farming skill of 3. 4. What about you? Can you tame this bird? Is it going to tell me we don't have... Where'd the bird go? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Seriously? Okay. Sarah, right? Yeah, farming. Unknown taming food. So it's some food we haven't discovered? What? We came with a we came pre-packaged with the knowledge of all the different crops. How have we not discovered what this eats? What does this eat? It's a carnivore. Okay, it eats some kind of animal. Which we probably don't have. Okay, they're not gonna make it easy for us. We're gonna have to figure out what this carnivore eats before we can tame it. Oh, Lunari says, oh, they do spawn. Yeah, I was surprised, but we did find them. They can hide their Pokemon cards in the attic. Yeah, they will. Those are valuable. You gotta hide the valuables. I don't trust Sarah with Analysis Pokelatte. I kind of don't either, but she does have the highest farming skill right now, and farming and taming kind of, you know, they're interlocked. You have a distillery option. You'd be distilling. I don't want to be distilling. Maria's having a meltdown. That's unfortunate. But that's okay, at least it's just a crying meltdown. Man, so we gotta figure out what animal does this eat? We can tame a Noth, but I don't want that. I want the birds. Does it eat a Noth? Does it eat, what is this? Does it eat this? What does the bird eat? Lunaris has never seen one and I play a lot of this biome. Maybe it spawned because of the mods. Out of the mods, so maybe it spawned the creature. Oh wait, we're under attack. When did that happen? Who are they attacking? Who's on the run? Oh, here's Cure Plant, but it's like way too close to a nest. Oh, I see what happened. Alright, we're gonna have to Glitter Cap cancel orders. Glitter Cap cancel orders. I queued them up for something that was in a dangerous area. That's on me. My bad. These ones too. Let's just forget about that. My bad, y'all. My bad. We're just not gonna do that. Okay, cool. Cool. Are we good? Are we good? Are we all on the same page? We're not harvesting these anymore. Can everybody stop running into the nest? There's like a whole nest here. Of course there is, though. I should have known. I should have been suspicious. For there to be this many glitter caps all in one spot, of course there's gonna be some kind of territorial animal in that same area. That sometimes you gotta, like, you know, think all the way through, follow the thread, you know? And I did not. I did not follow the thread anywhere. I just was like, oh cool, glitter caps, woohoo! Yeah, I really would like to... She's the only one who was like not getting attacked. She stayed home and cried. Peter, why are you going up that way? What is this? Why? Also, I feel like we could afford to stick some more windows up here on the second floor, so let's do that. We can do one on this side too. Very nice. I think this house is going to be cute when it's finally finished. Right now it kind of doesn't look like anything, but when we get there, it should be better. I feel like this needs flooring though. Besides, Maria's crying because it's so ugly in here. She wants there to be floors. We need some flooring. Let's try some large stone for the patio out here. And then let's try, I can't do anything about this tile. Then let's try, I don't know, what do we want inside? There's colored floors, we can try something colorful. Maybe some marble flooring, some wooden floors. Got all kinds of different wooden floors here. Got some plank wood for my fellow pirates. Piratey types. And what do we want this open room to be? This little office space up here where the research desk is. Let's make that, maybe that like, I was joking before, but I actually think that might be why she was crying. Because she's up here researching constantly, and if she's in a dark space with no flooring, that might literally be why she was crying. She might have just been like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, I don't know, let's try some brown marble. Why not? Let's go for it. Should have put the floors in before I put in these stoves though, because they're both obstructing those tiles, and that's a little annoying. But what can you do? I don't feel like unbuilding and rebuilding them. At least not right now. We have better things to do, right? I think. Like build real beds. I think some people in this house would really appreciate some real beds. Also, we have new beds. Or at least I think we do. We were supposed to get new beds. I thought I downloaded the, yeah, collections. Here we go. Maybe they're in here. The double bed. There was like a... I don't see it on this list though. Okay, open collections. There we go. Beds. Oh, they're unclickable. It's unclickable. To unlock these blueprints, acquire the necessary resources. Okay, so until I have those resources, I can't use this bed. But that's okay. We have other options in the meantime, right? Yo, we have like a much smaller stove here. Of course, we don't have electricity. So never mind. Never mind that. Let's go back to beds. Let's build some nice beds. Like, there's no reason why we can't have nice things, right? We'll put 2 up here. We'll start with those 2. And maybe some lights would go a long way. We'll keep an eye out. Oh, right, we wanted to... This is what I'm talking about, how easy it is to get distracted when you're playing this. We went through all that trouble to buy all of those fabrics, and then I'm not even using them when the whole point was to build this hot air balloon. And then it didn't happen. So let's put this hot air balloon out here. Let's build it. Let's go find that person, that extra civilian who's hanging out at their own little campfire. Lighting is weak. We need lighting. I know. I'm aware. Let's do some wall torches because we can. We'll do one here. Let's go downstairs. We'll do one. Why is there a light? Oh, sorry. Why? Am I out of my mind? This should not be here. Why is that there? That's dumb. Okay. We're gonna... Okay, reselecting this. Wall torch. Okay, metal. And again, this is a, it is... I'm gonna have to wait until that gets moved. Actually, we'll just stick it here. A stone house, okay? So we should have no problem with putting some lamps here. Some, like, actual live fires, because what's it gonna burn down? A stone house? I don't think so. I think it's fine. It's fine to put those inside the house, I think. I would actually kind of like to put one in here in the shed as well, so let's do that. We'll just add one more. Lighting, heating, torch. Boom. That should handle the whole complaint about being in the dark. Trying to work in the dark, and so on and so forth. Pogalatte says Peter makes his own path. Time to get some bug meat. I know, right? Lunora says it's raw meat. It says when you click on them. Okay, so we just need to hunt literally anything. Okay, some raw meat. We'll go for this gulch. How about that? Anna, you up? No, she's asleep. They all are. The G8 is up. I guess because he's an android, he doesn't sleep. He can go hunt the gulch. We'll do that. And hopefully this gulch, I feel less bad killing the gulch because it's basically just a big bug compared to like hunting one of the other livestock animals. So we're gonna start with that and see if that works. Ooh, a chance of lightning strike because he's a metal dude out in the danger zone away from camp. Hopefully he's not gonna get struck down by lightning while he's standing out here. Incoming transmission. Greeting. I transmit this message to inform you that the shuttle is prepared and ready. You can choose a supply drop or tamer's package through the community relay. Communication relay? What communication relay? I don't think we have one. Trade? Maybe that's what they meant? What was this training thing though? Dried meat, that's not... Well, we'll take one just in case that is it. This seems like crazy to send all of this up there for just one of those though. Like, what else do we need? Because that's a lot of fuel we would be wasting on this trip. Just for that. We'll get some, I don't know, some oils, some fats, I guess. Some cactus slime, sure. Just trying to make it worth it for all the fuel that we're going to be wasting sending this up here. Can we buy fuel? Let's buy some fuel to make up for the fact that we're doing this trip in the first place. Okay, that'll be our deal. Peter, I don't know where Peter's going, but Peter's going to take care of this trade deal for us. And he should be safe. He's inside the... Yeah, he's inside the circle for this lightning rod. Also, look at how wide that circle is. This is the improved lightning rod. The circle, the diameter of this is so much bigger than the old ones. It wouldn't have stretched that far, I don't think, if we were using base game lightning rods. Oh yeah, our guy's still out here hunting this thing. I almost forgot. It's taking a very long time to hunt this gulch. He's very bad at it. You sold fuel. I sold fuel? Wait a minute. No. I don't want to sell it. I wanted to buy it. Okay, hang on. Renegotiate. Wait a minute. No. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Update. We don't want to sell fuel. Yikes. That could have been very bad. Thank you for catching that. Abort trade, Lunari. Yeah. Abort. Please, don't do it. Don't sell our fuel. We need that. I guess they did add DoorDash, says Pocolatte. Yeah, it seems like it, huh? Peter Smith just built a secure bunker for me. All focus is on Peter's bunker. Yeah. Well, he kind of has the whole upstairs to himself right now. So, in a way, the whole second story is Peter's bunker. Perks of being the last one to join the household, I guess. It's almost done. We're almost there. It's taken this robot all evening to shoot and kill this thing, but eventually the light will dim. Its light will go out and we will finally be able to harvest and try to tame some birds with this. Alright, my guy, you're not done yet. You gotta butcher the gulch. Let's do it. Meltdown. Peter's having a meltdown, which means this trade deal's not going... It's not happening. So I'm gonna swap in Naris. Naris can take care of the trade, hopefully before we run out of time. Peter has the high ground. He does! Peter does have the high ground. That is very technically accurate. I'm gonna put this on 3-speed, and then I'm gonna try to find those birds again. Does anybody remember where they were? I feel like they were on high ground. What's up high? Maybe up here by these big tall trees. I do feel like... Well, there's the bugs. We don't want those. I do feel like this is where we saw those birds before, though. Are they still here? I think they are. They are. There they are. So first of all, feathers. Yes, use those. Okay, Gujos. There you are. Here's the nest. Sarah. Our beloved Sarah. Please try to tame this. Ah! It says no. Carnivore. Taming food. It looks like it's just raw meat. Maybe that counted as insect meat and not raw meat. Let's look at our resources. Yeah, now we have 26 insect meat. I wasted so much time with that. That was so unnecessary. We have to actually hunt something. I didn't know this guy could pass out. Our G8 helper is unconscious. Well, research can stand by. You don't have a ranged weapon. Anna, do us a favor. Please come kill this so we can tame some birds. Whoa, she's gonna kill the whole herd. Damn. Language, I'm so sorry. That just came out. Okay, Anya, not Anna, Anya is gonna make this happen for us. We can go tame ourselves some birds. So now that that's done, let's go back up this hill. We have the raw meat. I hope we have it. Is she putting it away? She's transporting something, but I don't think it's the raw meat. I think that's over here. We want... Why is she stealing? Look at this. I knew we couldn't trust Sarah. Sarah is stealing from us right now. Sarah cannot be trusted. We have no available storage. Ugh, it's frustrating. Sarah, you little thief. Hang on. My guy, I need somebody to store undesired items. No available storage. Okay, but like the money can be stored in the vault. We have a vault for this. Wait. We don't... Actually, it's not money that she's stealing. What is she stealing? And why is this gun on the ground? We really don't have enough. Oh my goodness. So there's a lot going on here. There's just a lot that we have to take in, okay? We're gonna put that on the outside so we can extend storage here. So that people will start putting some stuff away. That'd be great if we could just do that. So copy this and build that. He's mining. I don't want him mining. I want him doing this. So we can start putting things away. Anya is transporting more stuff. Okay. Well, hopefully she'll transport the raw meat and the hides before something tries to eat it. All raw meat. Okay. And then when she's done eating, she can haul the hides. Opportunity, something odd. Okay, yeah. I don't think we've built our balloon yet. We have. Wait a minute. Expeditions. Search for survivors. This is what we want. And we're going to send little... No, wait. We're not going to send the thief because I need her to tame the gulch. We'll send Maria. Maria can go. Even though she's unarmed, she can go. It's probably not my best decision ever, but we'll see what happens. You know, YOLO or something. We need to send Sarah up this stupid hill to go try and tame... Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm looking in the right direction. To try and tame... Which way is the right direction? Up a hill, up a hill, up a hill. Everything's so much different in the dark. We were going up a hill before. Maybe this way? This seems downhill. That doesn't seem up. Where were the birds? There's a bird. Okay. Lots of birds, lots of birds. Sarah, tame the insufficient skill level. Sarah has an insufficient skill level for taming. Why? It's level 4. Does anybody have a higher level? An abandoned safe pod. You arrive at the location, there's a safe pod destroyed in the clearing. You see someone moving inside and decide to call on whoever it is. Your message is received and the person says, who is it? They ponder for a moment. Listen, I've only got a week left on life support here. Do you mind if I join your group? Yeah. We have gained a new party member. Maybe they can, oh, it's Fiona. Farming indifferent. Okay, they're not going to be able to help us whatsoever with taming these gulch. Like, all I want, sorry, Gojos. All I want is to tame the Gojos. That would make the rest of the stream perfect. Lunari says, also the communication relay is the shuttle itself. Just click it and go to contact. Good to know. That's very good to know. Lunari, but to receive the goods you ordered, you need the landing spot located on the Project X menu relay. I guess you can now butcher the entire herd after what Anya did. I know, right? I didn't realize she was carrying the pulse rifle. She just, like, mowed them all down. Why can we not... What skill level do we need to tame these guys? They made it, like, crazy high. Because she's got a 4. And that's not good enough. We need to be doing more farming so that we can do more taming. Also, is Sarah's... Okay. We're gonna come back to this in a second. We need to look at activities real quick. I need Sarah to be giving harvesting #1, ranching #1, planting #1. Yeah. That way, maybe we can get her skill up a little higher and finally tame those birds. And I think in order to do this, we're gonna have to actually farm a couple more things. So what do we want here? Let's go with some mushrooms. We can do some mushrooms. So we'll make a field crop of that. Let's do more edible stuff. We have glitter caps. There's sausage palms everywhere. We could do some chew root maybe? Yeah, let's do that. And we can add one more. Beef berries. Let's do some beef berries. It'll be such a small thing of beef berries, but we'll do it. Alright, production-wise. Extraction, what does that even mean? I can build a mine? I can build a mine, like... That is so cheeky. I can just plant a faux mine. And then my people can just mine nearby. Well, we're gonna do it because it's a mod and we're gonna try it. Hello Sharon, welcome back. Good to see you. Anya might be your best bet for farming. Is Anya a farmer? She is interested. She's a 6 in farming. How did I miss that? Where was she when I... Alright, back up the hill, back up the hill, back up the hill. Let's go try to tame some godos. Back up the hill. I think it was this way. Did I go the right way? I might not have gone the right way. Okay. Let's try that again. It was up a hill. Not that hill, because I just tried that hill. Maybe it's this one? Let's go up. Let's cue that for salvage. Now let's go up this hill. I don't think it was this hill, but maybe there will be some more over here anyway. Because I'm wondering if maybe they just like to dwell up high, and that might be like where you find them. This is a cool little valley. I wouldn't mind starting a seed here. I don't know. I'm not sure where we're gonna find them. I feel like... Okay, they were definitely close to this nest, right? So I just gotta go the right way around this nest. This is uphill from the nest. This might not be the only uphill from the nest. But they were close to that nest at some point. So... there's the nest. This guy's going around it. My sense of direction is so bad. I have such a bad sense of direction in this game. I think I'm just better off like click and dragging and being like, tell me, is there any of what I'm looking for in this area? Like, help me out. Where is everything? There we go. Whoa! Use the eggs for sure. Feathers, yes, but where are the gujos? There they are. Boom. Anya, please do me a favor. Tame this. Okay. Okay, we gotta give it a moment and see what happens. Wait. Okay. Hello, Zohawk! Welcome to the stream! Good to see you again. Distracted Explorer, is that you in the video thumbnail? Yes? All the little circle avatars are pictures of me. I don't remember what the thumbnail looks like, though. Kind of forgot. I'll take a look real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna do a little sleuthing on myself. Live stream. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that was me. It's an older picture though. I kind of ran out of new pictures, so I used an older one. Oh, and I forgot to, sorry, I forgot to unclick that so that I could read the chat again. There we go. Yeah, it really is, that really is me, or was me. I don't know, like does past tense mean was? Like if it's an old photo, do we say was, or do we still say yes, that was or is me? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how we do this. Fiona has joined our party. I want to know, though, if Anya's having any luck with the taming of the Gojos. That's what I want to know. So we're going to follow her. We're going to pay attention to her. She is our main character right now. Fingers crossed. Someone said, I thought it was a new character in the game. No, it's not. I don't have any custom characters. Oh, I think we did it! We did it! We got the bird, we got the bird. Okay, okay. Can she get another one? Okay, first of all, this is... Tell me about this bird. This is a female bird. This is a male bird. I want to see if Anya can get us the male bird. Not enough food. Ah, we need more food. This also means I'm going to have to keep feeding the carnivores. That's always a struggle. Maria, what are you doing? Let's see. Maybe we need to... She's unarmed. Maybe we need to do a little more hunting so we can do another... This guy's still healing, so we'll have... Oh, he's dead. Are they? Oh man. Anya really did just obliterate this herd. They're all dead. This one's recovering? Okay. Okay. Anya, what did you do? Is this our bird? That's our bird. Okay, I think I want Anya to bring the bird back. Okay, we need to make training possible. We need to name it. What do we name it? What do you guys think we should name it? What should we name our first Goju? Sharon says, you remind me of Zoe Deschanel. Oh, thank you. That is a compliment, and I'm happy to receive it. Thank you. The glasses bring a new level of cool to the stream. I appreciate that. These are actually like blue light blockers. They're just to help me not get headaches from too much screen time. I really like the new glasses, says Peter. They should become permanent. I probably will wear these a lot more often because it really does help protect my eyes and reduce headaches, which I'm not going to say no to that. That's definitely an improvement for sure. Zohan, I agree, says Peter, to the new level of cool. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you. I think we do still need a name for this Goju. And then I gotta have somebody actually take it back to camp, so... I don't know how we're gonna do that. I don't even have anything at camp for it, but we will soon, because we apparently killed a whole herd, and there's gonna be plenty of food to go around. Lunari says, I'm bad with names, don't ask me. Pocolate coming in with the names. Name him Hey Hey. Oh, Hey Hey, like from, Moana. I love it. We'll do Hey Hey. That sounds good to me. Alright, well, Hey Hey needs to be led back to base, which, once again, I don't know what direction that is. I'm gonna assume it's this direction where all the everything is glowing. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna find base, and then we're gonna put lead Hey Hey. Here we go. Lead Hey Hey here. This is where Hey Hey will go. And then we also need to make these doors close so Hey Hey doesn't leave. And we're gonna need a couple other things since we're now ranching actual livestock. We're gonna want a feeding trough. Actually, maybe we should stick it inside. We're gonna want animal feeder. We're gonna want a drying rack for all the foods that were we're gonna be hanging out to dry after the slaughter we just did. So we're gonna want that to Peter, if you would be so kind to construct this for us. I think Peter would do that for us. As Zohan says, Anya looks rough. They added a lot of new characters to the game. Yeah, there was a lot of new ones. Definitely modders are like being very creative with their character builds for sure. Speaking of Anya, she's probably trying to go back to eat. We need somebody to leave hay. We need somebody to lead hay hay. And I'm gonna ask our helper to do it instead of mining. I think that that's a much better use of our time. Oh, it's telling me I've gone a really long time without creating a schedule for them, so it's trying to get me to do that. I think we'll wait a little bit longer. I'm not really dead set on telling them when to sleep. They'll sleep when they're tired. They know what they need, I hope. That's actually giving them a lot of credit. They probably don't know what they need. Ah! We're under animal attack! Flee! Naris is fleeing. Is there more stuff? I'm pretty sure I unqueued all of the... Yeah, we're not gathering here. I unqueued it all. Okay. Animal attack again. Naris is still trying to, like, get out of here. He's, like, off to sleep. He's calling it a day. He says, no more, please. I'm done with this. Okay, Sharon is... I don't know where Sharon... Sharon's doing transport stuff. And then she's gonna handle this wooden gate for us. Cool, I mean, that's already done. Is she gonna open it? No, I don't want to open. That was the opposite of what I wanted. Close the gate, except for when we're bringing in livestock. Because that would be great. Also, this is not what I wanted here. No herbivore stuff, only carnivore stuff. Cool, that's fine. And not these ones. Okay. I think now it's time. I'm so sorry, Peter. Peter's having a meltdown. I think I went too far. I went too far. I asked for too much. Peter's having a meltdown. Maria just tucked Peter. Maria, come back here. Carry him back to safety. You owe him at least that much. I don't know what that was all about. My gosh. My goodness. The drama. The drama. We'll take care of you, Peter. Don't worry. Peter's always being told off. Poor man. The poor man. He's just having a really rough go of it. Alright, well, let's save our progress. We've got one Goju, so we're gonna have to make it a point to get another Goju, a male Goju. We have a female, we need a male. And then we can basically just start farming them and farming our own eggs, which is one of the things I really want to try in this game. So we're gonna save. This is mod maxing 2, confirm. And then we're gonna wrap it up because I am actually really hungry and I need to eat something, but I think we can come back to this in the future because we've got a lot of new things we actually weren't able to try yet, and I think it would be fun to try them live, so we'll do that again in the future. I really appreciate you guys joining me here. I know that this was not a regular time for us, or for me and my channel. If it's a time that works for you, just let me know. Leave comments and tell me like what times really are the most free for your weekends, and I can try to like collect that general sentiment to pick the best time for us to all get together and play these games. Maria's such a queen for that. I mean, she did girl boss a little too hard there. I hope Peter deserved it. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he did. But at least she was able to make it up to him by carrying him to safety. Pugalachi says, thank you for the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. It's always fun to see you here, and I will see you guys again next time. Thank you, and bye!